God says, "Beloved soul, receive these words gently and without pressure, because what is meant for you never needs fear to reach you." There are moments in life that are not announced loudly, not forced suddenly, and not rushed by time. They arrive quietly, exactly when your heart is ready to understand them. God says, "You were not pulled here by chance. You were drawn by alignment." Alignment is not dramatic. It is calm. It feels like a quiet pause inside you, a moment where something feels familiar without explanation. That familiarity is not imagination. It is recognition. Beloved soul, miracles are often misunderstood. They are not always events that shock the senses. Many times, they are shifts that settle the soul. A release of heaviness. A return of peace. A clarity that replaces confusion. These are the miracles that last, because they change how you live, not just what happens. God says, "You do not need to rush to receive what is already prepared for you. What belongs to you will meet you naturally. It does not require secrecy. It does not require urgency. Truth never asks you to panic. It invites you to be present." Beloved soul, you may have been waiting for something without knowing what it was. A sense of confirmation. A feeling that you are not overlooked. A reminder that your journey has meaning even when progress felt slow. This message meets that quiet longing without demanding anything from you. God says, being chosen does not mean being separated from others. It means being ready within yourself. Ready to receive understanding without fear. Ready to move forward without pressure. Ready to trust the unfolding of your life without constant reassurance. Right now, Archangel Michael stands not as a messenger of urgency, but as a guardian of calm alignment. He is not rushing you toward something. He is reminding you that what is divine unfolds with peace, not panic. Beloved soul, notice how your body feels as you listen. If there is calm, that is confirmation. If there is stillness, that is alignment. Truth settles the nervous system. It does not disturb it. God says, "Nothing here is about a specific minute or hour. What is real does not expire. What is meant does not disappear because you did not rush. Your life is not governed by countdowns. It is guided by wisdom." Beloved soul, you are not late. You are not early. You are present. And presence is where everything meaningful begins. When you stop rushing, you begin receiving more clearly. God says, "Let this moment be gentle. Let it be grounding." You are not required to act, react, or prove anything. Simply remain open. What is unfolding will continue to unfold naturally. Beloved soul, miracles that matter do not need witnesses or announcements. They begin quietly inside you and change how you walk forward from this moment on. God says, "Remain present." What is aligned with you is already moving toward you without force. God says, "Beloved soul, when alignment arrives quietly, it does not announce itself with urgency or demand. It begins working beneath the surface, adjusting what needs to be adjusted without disturbing your peace. You may not notice a sudden event, but you will notice a subtle shift in how you feel about your life, your direction, and yourself. This is how real change starts, gently and honestly. God says, alignment first changes your inner posture. You stop leaning toward fear. You stop bracing for disappointment. You begin standing more steadily within yourself. This steadiness is not confidence built on achievement. It is confidence built on acceptance. You accept where you are without judgment, and that acceptance creates strength. Beloved soul, you may find that your thoughts become clearer. Old worries lose intensity. Questions that once repeated themselves begin to quiet down. This is not because everything is suddenly resolved, but because your mind is no longer fighting the present moment. Peace enters when resistance leaves. God says, alignment also affects how you make decisions. You stop rushing answers. You listen more carefully. You give yourself permission to pause before choosing. These pauses are not hesitation. They are wisdom forming. When you act from calm understanding, your choices carry less regret. Beloved soul, as alignment deepens, you may notice a renewed sense of self-trust. You trust your timing. You trust your instincts. You stop asking others to confirm what you already feel inside. This trust does not isolate you. It empowers you to stand firmly while remaining open-hearted. God says, quiet alignment often feels like relief rather than excitement. A sense that you do not need to chase what belongs to you. A feeling that you can breathe more freely. Relief is a sign that something has fallen into place internally. Right now, Archangel Michael stands as a steady guardian of this internal shift. He is not guiding you through pressure or commands. He is supporting balance, patience, and calm strength. He understands that what lasts must grow from peace. Beloved soul, alignment also brings clarity about what no longer fits. Certain habits feel heavier. Certain expectations feel outdated. You do not need to reject them forcefully. You simply outgrow them. Growth does not argue with the past, it moves beyond it. God says, as this process continues, your emotional responses soften. You react less and reflect more. You understand situations without becoming overwhelmed by them. This emotional balance protects your energy and allows you to remain centered even when life feels uncertain. Beloved soul, alignment does not remove challenges. It changes how you meet them. You no longer see obstacles as threats. You see them as information. Information guides adjustment. Adjustment leads to progress without exhaustion. God says, notice how your body responds to this quiet shift. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your shoulders relax. Rest feels more restorative. These are signals that your nervous system is settling into safety. Safety allows growth to continue naturally. Beloved soul, alignment also deepens compassion for yourself. You stop criticizing your pace. You stop comparing your journey. You recognize that everything has unfolded in the time it needed to. This compassion strengthens resilience and prevents burnout. God says, do not rush this process. What unfolds quietly integrates deeply. Alignment that grows without pressure becomes stable and lasting. You are not missing anything. You are receiving exactly what you are ready to hold. Beloved soul, remain present. Let this quiet alignment continue shaping you gently. The changes it brings will reveal themselves through calm confidence, clearer choices, and a steadier heart. God says, what is prepared for you is not ahead of you. It is unfolding within you, step by step, without force. God says, beloved soul, when quiet alignment has begun its work within you, the next change is subtle but powerful. Trust starts to form. Not blind trust, and not forced belief, but a steady confidence in yourself and in the unfolding of your life. You no longer feel the need to hold everything tightly. You begin to allow life to meet you halfway. God says, trust grows when you notice that you are no longer constantly preparing for disappointment. You stop bracing yourself emotionally. You stop replaying worst-case scenarios. Instead, you meet each day with openness. This openness does not make you careless. It makes you resilient. When you trust yourself, you know. You can respond wisely to whatever comes. Beloved soul, peace begins to feel natural rather than fragile. You realize that calm does not disappear just because uncertainty exists. Calm can coexist with unanswered questions. This understanding softens your inner tension and allows your mind to rest even when outcomes are not yet clear. God says, inner confidence does not arrive with loud assurance. It arrives as steadiness. You feel less shaken by opinions. Less influenced by comparison. You listen, but you decide from within. This confidence does not isolate you. It centers you. Beloved soul, as trust deepens, you may notice that your emotional reactions change. Situations that once triggered anxiety now invite reflection. You pause instead of rushing. You respond instead of reacting. This emotional balance is a sign that alignment has moved beyond awareness and into practice. God says, confidence also reshapes your relationship with time. You stop feeling chased by it. You stop believing that everything must happen immediately to be meaningful. You understand that what unfolds at the right pace remains stable. Patience becomes easier when trust is present. Right now, Archangel Michael stands quietly as a guardian of inner strength and reassurance. He is not urging action or demanding certainty. He is reinforcing calm courage, reminding you that confidence rooted in peace cannot be shaken easily. Beloved soul, as peace settles, your inner dialogue becomes kinder. You stop criticizing your progress. You acknowledge effort rather than focusing only on results. This compassion toward yourself strengthens confidence and prevents self-doubt from regaining control. God says, trust also brings clarity about what deserves your energy. You invest less in worry and more in presence. You give attention to what supports growth rather than what drains you. This clarity simplifies your life and preserves your emotional resources. Beloved soul, confidence does not mean you always feel certain. It means you feel capable. Capable of learning. Capable of adjusting. Capable of moving forward even when you do not have every answer. This capability replaces fear with readiness. God says, peace grows stronger when you stop negotiating with old fears. You recognize them without obeying them. You understand that fear is a signal, not a command. This understanding gives you freedom to choose calm responses over habitual reactions. Beloved soul, as alignment continues shaping you, your sense of self feels more grounded. You are less scattered, less pulled in different directions. You move with intention rather than impulse. This grounded movement reinforces confidence in every small decision you make. God says, trust also allows gratitude to appear naturally. You notice stability. You appreciate clarity. You value moments of stillness. This gratitude does not ignore challenges. It balances them. Balance keeps peace intact. Beloved soul, allow this stage to unfold without rushing it. Confidence that grows quietly lasts longer than confidence built on pressure. Peace that develops steadily becomes a foundation you can always return to. God says, remain present. Quiet alignment has become trust. Trust is becoming peace. And peace is shaping a confidence that will guide you forward gently, consistently, and wisely. God says, beloved soul, when trust has taken root and peace has become familiar, alignment begins to express itself through fulfillment. This fulfillment is not loud. It does not demand recognition. It feels like steadiness. Like waking up without tension. Like moving through your day with a calm sense that you are where you need to be, even when everything is not fully explained. God says, fulfillment grows when you stop measuring life by constant change and start noticing consistent peace. You realize that happiness does not need to arrive as excitement every day. Sometimes it arrives as balance, as ease, as the quiet confidence that you can meet life without losing yourself. This is the kind of fulfillment that lasts. Beloved soul, stability now becomes your foundation. Not the kind that resists growth, but the kind that supports it. You no longer feel pulled in many directions. You choose with intention. You honor your limits without guilt. This stability allows your energy to be used wisely rather than scattered. God says, fulfillment also reshapes how you view your journey. You stop seeing past delays as wasted time. You recognize them as preparation. Every pause taught patience. Every challenge refined clarity. Nothing was accidental. Everything contributed to the steadiness you now feel. Beloved soul, your inner world feels organized without effort. You are not forcing calm. Calm is present because resistance has softened. You no longer argue with the moment. You listen to it. This listening brings wisdom that guides your next steps gently. God says, when alignment completes this cycle, you feel less pressure to control outcomes. You trust the process you are part of. You understand that what belongs to you will arrive without panic. This understanding replaces anxiety with readiness and keeps your heart open. Right now, Archangel Michael stands quietly as a guardian of this settled strength. He is not urging you to move faster or aim higher. He is protecting the calm foundation you have built. He understands that what is grounded grows naturally and remains steady. Beloved soul, fulfillment also deepens gratitude. Not forced gratitude, but a quiet appreciation for clarity, for rest, for understanding. You notice small moments again. Ordinary routines feel supportive rather than dull. This appreciation keeps your heart anchored in the present. God says, your future now feels open without feeling uncertain. You may not know every detail, but you trust your ability to respond wisely. This trust allows you to plan without pressure and dream without anxiety. You are prepared, not rushed. Beloved soul, stability brings freedom. Freedom from constant comparison. Freedom from urgency. Freedom from the belief that something must happen immediately to be meaningful. You move at a pace that honors your well-being. This pace keeps your growth sustainable. God says, fulfillment does not end the journey. It steadies it. From this place, you can explore new directions without losing balance. You can welcome change without fear. You can rest without guilt. This is how alignment supports everything that comes next. Beloved soul, notice how your inner voice sounds now. It is calmer, kinder, more patient. This voice guides you gently and consistently. It reminds you that you can always return to presence when life feels busy. God says, carry this steadiness forward. Let it influence your choices subtly. Let it shape how you speak, how you listen, and how you move through each day. You are not required to prove alignment. You are living it. Beloved soul, this quiet moment has done its work. Alignment has become trust. Trust has become peace. Peace has become fulfillment. From here, your path continues naturally, supported by clarity and calm strength. God says, remain present. What unfolds next will do so gently, because you are grounded, ready, and aligned. If this message brought a sense of calm fulfillment to your heart, type Amen and remain present. There is no rush, only steady peace moving forward.